In this quick tip, I'll show you how to use text boxes. New in both ProShow Gold and Producer version 8, text boxes give you even more control over the positioning of your captions. When enabled, you can use a text box to define a fixed area for your captions, which you can use to prevent text from spilling over onto your photos. They are especially useful when creating complex slide designs or when making custom slide styles. Let's take a look at how and when you might want to use a text box. For this example, I'm starting a new show, and I know I want to use captions to share details about my photos. I also know that the amount of information may vary between photos. Now, I haven't picked a font or font size yet, but I do know that I only want the text to appear in the lower left corner of the screen, just like a music video. Here's how a text box can be used to meet those needs. First, let's double-click on a slide to open the slide options. Then, add a new caption. For this example, I'm just going to use some text to act as a placeholder. Then I'm going to choose a font and font size that are very basic. Then I'll activate the text box and lock both the vertical and horizontal edges. Then I'll click and drag the bottom and right anchor points until they define the largest amount of screen real estate I want the caption to occupy. If I need to be more precise, I can also set the text box values manually here in the caption placement pane. The next thing I want to do is set the caption alignment. Notice how the position of the caption changes with each option. For this example, I'm going to choose left align and top align. Then I'll drag the text down into the left corner. Now, the reason I chose left and top align is because for this effect, I want to make sure my text doesn't go any farther to the left or any higher on my slide. By using these settings, the first character I type will always line up at this spot in the text box, regardless of the font, font size, or the amount of text used in the caption. At this point, what we have told ProShow is that this caption can only exist within this text box. Notice that if I add more text, it gets cut off and can't be seen beyond the boundary of the box. Now, this is doing exactly what I want by keeping my caption from spilling onto my photo. But I also want to add more than just one or two words, and I don't want my text cut off. That's where the text box options come into play. The first option is word wrap. When enabled, instead of cutting off characters, it will move text down to the next line until it reaches the boundary of the text box. The second option is shrink to fit. This will automatically change the font size, allowing even more text to fit inside the text box. When using shrink to fit, it's always a good idea to set a size limit to keep your font from becoming too small for your needs. Revisiting the example, even though I haven't made all of my design and information decisions yet, by setting up this text box, I'm able to make sure my text will always appear in this specific part of the slide, regardless of the font, font size, or the amount of text I decide to add to my caption. From here, I can save this as a slide style and apply it to the rest of the slides in my show. Or in Producer, I can click the copy button down here at the bottom, select Copy Captions, and then copy this caption to any other slides in my show. Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit our blog, follow us on Vimeo, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for even more helpful tips.